welcome to a Shining Farce. I am Gareth, GNeverSleep05, and below me down here is my good friend John, Woodhouse204. We have been playing through Shining Force 1 for forever now. It feels like forever. Maybe it's just me. It's not been that long. I think 3 months. It's been pretty,
yeah, that sounds right.
It feels like a fairly quick experience for the way we've been streaming this.
We should ask Reddit. They know exactly how long we've been playing this.
I mean, they know exactly. We are coming up to the last 3 fights of the game, I believe, John.
Yep, sounds right.
So, we've got the Force, as we can see on the screen, that we have done the Force. I have remembered before the stream to resurrect people, to repair the items. I even did a little bit of shopping, bought some healing seeds, spiced them up with some, like, fruity flavours to get ready and going for the next couple of fights.
The admin has been done.
Yeah.
The weapons have been sharpened. Now let's bury them in some monsters.
So, this week we're going to get something done early, John.
Oh, yes.
It's that time. After 2 weeks, it is that time.
Oh, good. I get to use my new material. Quickly think of something.
Well, Grumps, are you ready to face the enemy? People of chat, you have 15 seconds from when I finish this to guess what Nova has for us this week. What is Nova's advice this week? I'm counting in my head, people.
I bet it's something really dumb, like, you know what to do, this is the final battle. Something along those lines. It's going to be something really stupid like that.
Hilariously, John actually finished that at bang on 15 seconds because I was using the stream count. Well, Grumps, you ready to face the enemy? Advice. Do not exhaust yourselves here. Use aggress to retreat from overwhelming odds.
Good advice.
If you
the
don't...
rare good advice has been pulled.
Anything else? No. We're sticking with this. This is the Farce for the rest of the game. I'm sorry to whoever it was who I did promise we were fetching
Krill.
Adam.
Yeah.
Papal, advice time. You're a good kid. It was nice knowing you. All I've got in my head with that is it Starship Troopers, where it's like, you can join the Force too, and then there's that, like, 13-year-old at the front of the corpse with the machine gun.
Doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Yeah. That film's great. I need to watch that again. I don't think my wife's ever seen that. I think we need to see that again, just for the whole, like, the citizenship thing.
Yeah.
Become a citizen.
I think describing Starship Troopers as a great film may be a bold overstatement.
It's a cult classic. I won't have you besmirch its name here.
Right. I was very worried that it hadn't saved the file properly because of the way it just loaded into the King Ramalama Ding Dong room. I was like,
yep.
No, I don't want to fight him again. Nothing is found. Apart from this horrible stance. Right. Search. I'm trying to remember what we're doing now.
I think it's the Golden Man.
The Gold Man.
The Gold Man.
Or do we?
Nope.
Are we using the Force sword into the door? Is this the classic?
I don't.
Classic
I don't know.
Someone's gonna be like, it's outside.
A few moments later.
I had a really good moment. I had a really good moment today. I was delivering some packages to a Mrs. Lally. Yeah. And then I immediately thought, imagine if she had a son called Doodle.
Or a dog called...
And I was really pleased. I was really pleased with myself with the whole, like, Doodle Alley. Yeah. Which is an old English word for crazy.
Yeah.
And I was really happy.
So there's a football.
End of anecdote.
There is a soccer player in the United Kingdom called. You know what? Because we've had the 2 weeks off, I have completely forgotten what we're meant to do with the sword. Use the sword on the coast. Thank you.
What?
Here, this obvious looking.
Are you just gonna throw it into the sea?
Yeah, we're going to. It's like a reverse Lady in the Lake. Yeah,
kind of stuff.
Yeah, a reverse Lady of the Lake scenario.
Okay.
But with you going on about names, there is a UK footballer, an English soccer player called Dele Alli. This is some dramatic music.
Oh, wow, check this out.
Look at this, fantasy stars appeared.
Yeah, Fantasy Star's broken into the Shining Force game. Yeah. It's like, I have come to claim your IP.
But yeah, there's an English football player called Dele Alli, and I always want him to, when he ends his career, open a chain of like meat and snack goods, and it's like have the advert of, "Hi, I'm Dele Alli, and this is my deli in the alley."
That's on par with Doodle Alley.
Yeah.
To be quite honest,
and that's why I said it. Thank you, Krill, for reminding me to use the sword on the coast. So, oh, hang on, I will do the Grumps voice. At last, Grumps, the castle of the ancients. The end is near, for good or ill. I mean, talking of it...
Basically, Krill, the whole, like, backseating allowed tag is so that you can tell him what to do when he forgets.
Yeah. John, do you want to do the voices? And then, with us, the good or ill leads into why I wasn't here last week. But do you care to do the bad guy?
None shall pass, Colossus. The Eternal Sentinel, leave now.
That's confusing. So is he Krang or Sentinel? What? Colossus? I've heard of it in the legends. Grumps, they're attacking.
Okay, there's other enemies. I thought it was just going to be those three.
Those noodle heads. So last week,
last week.
Some of you may have noticed we weren't here because I was unwell. And I ended up using a service in the United Kingdom. So everyone, I'm assuming everyone has an emergency services, like for the American viewers, you'll have 911. We've got 999 as our emergency service number. But we also have a lesser service number called 111 111. And the reason I ended up using this is because it's impossible to see a GP in the United Kingdom at the moment, because nobody wants to be a GP.
That's pretty true.
So last Monday, I managed to stick my way through work. My boss was very kind and let me do all the boring admin jobs so I could be at work. God damn it, Pele. And I've ended up with having a blood test to see if I have an intolerance, because I had a swelling at the back of my left rib, and they were like, "Oh, that's not normal." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought too." Yeah.
It's also normal to have more than one rib on a side of your body.
Yeah, but it's the lowest left-hand rib.
There we go. Thank you.
So, because of the location, they wondered if I had a enlarged or ruptured spleen. So that was fun, and involved involved poking and prodding that I wish didn't happen. So yeah. Papal, what do you mean R.I.P. anatomy?
Rip anatomy.
That's how some of the examination felt. It did feel like, does it hurt when I do this? Yeah. Can you please stop doing it? Oh, we're just going to continue, are we? Oh, well.
I'm pretty sure anatomy is kind of in Papal's field of, expertise. So, yeah. I suppose it's an area we have to be sort of careful about.
It would be very difficult for it to be a hangover. I don't think I've mentioned this very much. I know John said it a couple of times. I don't really drink. I drink like a couple of times a year, if that. I also went something like 12 years without consuming alcohol at all. And I'm going to stick Hanzo.
I'm probably about 15 years of never having had a drink.
Yeah. The thing that kind of changed the drinking thing, I'm going to try Diesel. We've never had it work yet.
Go on. Yeah, try it.
I was very mature that when my wife and I separated, I dealt with it in a very mature adult fashion. I rang two of my friends and got very, very drunk for the first time in 10 years.
Can you use the Chaos Breaker on the Chimeras?
I think they are too far away. Ooh, just.
Are you sure about that?
Would you like me to run a diagnostic? No, and thank you, Windows. Are you really sure about that?
Is it actually doing the thing?
No. I joked before the stream that I've not turned my laptop on for a couple of days. Didn't Pele have a turn not so long ago? Like, I feel he's come around the turn cycle quite quickly.
Very quickly, yeah.
There we go.
Hey, he hit.
So yeah, also, some people may or may not be excited to know Windows 11's out tomorrow.
Yeah?
Apparently so.
I'm not going to touch it. There are too many, like... So, I use an application called Filmora to do all my video editing.
Yeah.
And I get it's buggy as all hell, and that's saying something considering how stable Windows 10 can be. If I changed over to Windows 11, I would imagine that Filmora would just not work at all. So I don't want to touch it for quite a while.
Yeah. Of course we got a stunning attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard the crit music. So, John, despite my small medical emergency, which meant I wasn't here, the thing that I'm mostly happy about is I'm okay. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's fine, John. He might be dead.
Is it fine?
He'll walk it off. He'll walk it off.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Mm-hmm. What was I going to say? I believe you did a stream the other night. Oh.
So, to make up for the fact that, Gareth was on assignment, I did a small stream. I wanted to do something, that people would enjoy. And in the past, when I'm not sure what to do, I've always turned to the game Dead Space.
Yeah.
Dead Space is a game that I hate. I am terrible with scary games. And so it usually ends up being fun for people to watch, because it's fun to watch people being, like, awkward. I mean, that's why you watch us, because we're very awkward. And yeah, it went okay, actually. I thought I was very brave. I was a brave little boy, and I managed to get, like, a couple of chapters in. I might actually go back to it at some point, just to see, like, how far I can get, because the furthest I've ever got is about halfway through the game, and then there was a scary bit where there was a bunch of, like... So one of the worst things that Dead Space does is it whispers to me, like that all the time.
Yeah.
When there's nobody about, and it's really creepy. And then this particular area, which I remember very vividly because I can't get past it, the lights went out, and then there's a shadow, and there's a thing round the corner, and then the whispers are going around there, and I'm just like, nope, I'm good. Nope, out. Nope. I don't need to see what's going on around that corner enough to keep going.
Yeah,
so I quit.
Papal John every 5 minutes. Hi, friend.
Yeah, there was a lot of that going on, because that was my coping mechanism.
Endless jam discussion.
Yes, there was lots of jam on that ship.
Yeah, that wasn't the stream I was thinking of.
No? Oh, okay. Sorry.
The stream I was thinking of, it may have been even last night. Is you played, was it Voice of Cards or whatever it's called?
Voice of Cards, the Island Dragon Roars, I believe it's called, the full title. Yeah, I did that with Austin last night. It was a lot of fun. It's a demo of the game. Square Enix is putting this game out at the end of October. It's a game about cards, but not a card game. And the way I mean that by is that it's not a deck builder. It's a turn-based RPG game, but the aesthetic is made. The world is made of cards. Your characters are made of cards. The map is produced before you. If you can imagine, like this grid that we're playing Shine Force on, each of the grid pieces would be a card, and they are flipped out before you, and you move your pieces, and the fog of war is revealed with the turning over of each of the cards. It's really well done. The writing's great too. There's a really cool narrator guy. I think his name is Todd Habercorn. I think the guy's name is. The narrator's very good. He's very relaxed in sort of like almost a stoner kind of way. And it's by Yoko Taro. Is that his name? The Nier Automata guy.
Yeah.
It seems very well made. I'm liking the way that it looks as well. The music's really good. It's very relaxing. It's taken from like a perspective of almost like you're in a tavern and you're there to play some D&D with some friends at the pub. And I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to get it later on this month. So we watched the Nintendo Direct a few weeks ago now about this game, Voice of Cards, and I saw cards and immediately just dismissed it. I was just like, yeah, no, this isn't for us. This is another card deck builder game, and it's totally not that. It's a turn-based RPG in the guise of everything's made of cards.
Yeah. See, I've played this demo. I downloaded this game and I played this demo. I hated it.
Go on. You hate it?
I hate it. I think I like the story element and I like the concept, and then I got really bored of it really fast. If this was a tabletop thing and someone was using this as a presentation device for their D&D campaign, it'd be very charming and interesting. The problem I had with it was it just felt like, what's the least amount of stuff we can do to make a video game? Is how it felt to me.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Each of the cards like has detailing into them, and each of the cards, when they do particular moves, they have flourishes and little things like that. The lack of 3D rendering and like animations and stuff like that just adds to the fact that you're trying to use your imagination to fill in the gaps.
See,
and the narration does that for you.
Yeah. See, I just skipped the narration and just did the reading. I think that whole demo took me like 30 minutes. If that.
Did you find any of it funny?
There was some humor. I enjoy the bit with the door. Because no matter when you have to break the door.
Yeah, I know which bit. Did you get the funny bit with the greeter in Nexton?
Is that the one where it's like he won't talk to you anymore? Like he literally just says the same thing.
Unfortunately, I think it's one of those things where you have a choice of things you can ask him, and the one I picked was very funny, and I wonder if you got a different question and therefore a different answer.
Potentially. I
really like the writing, and I like the narration. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna get this game. So,
do you think would you pay that amount of money, £25, like $30 for that game? You pay that for it?
I won't pay for the DLC. Have you seen the DLC for it?
There's absolutely mountains of it, isn't there?
Yeah, and do you know what it is?
It's all voice acting.
It's not just voice acting. You can get different coloured backings for the cards.
Oh, wow.
The different patterns and stuff like that.
I'll try.
I mean, they're not terribly expensive. Don't get me wrong. Like I think they're like £1 each. So it's not like they're incredibly expensive or anything. It's just that they're not very substantial. Let's put it that way.
So, how much of your League of Legends money is going to go on that game?
I mean, it's not the same thing, is it? I mean, League of Legends is like a vortex of hatred just put onto the internet, really. Although Captain Krill, I'm pretty sure, is going to play some League of Legends with me. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure he said that once he gets all his computer stuff together, he will play League of Legends with me.
Oh dear.
So
I'm trying to work out this feels like something that should not be encouraged. Like this should be stopped at any and every given opportunity.
I think this should actually be encouraged, because I would imagine that's probably going to be like one of the worst experiences I could have with that game, because we all know that I hate Captain Krill. I despise him with all of my being, and I can't think of a better place for my hatred to go than into League of Legends.
Right.
I will have a terrible time. It'll be awful, and then I won't want to play again.
I see. I mean,
big brain, 200 IQ move there? You see, I have the feeling I want to play it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up so I have the absolute worst time, and then I won't want to play again.
Yeah.
You see?
Interesting analogy. for...
I have it all worked out. Don't you worry about me. Yes, Papa, I do hate that game. Let me get this straight for everyone. Like, I hate the people that play League of Legends. The game itself, I actually really, really enjoy. I like the characters, I like the way that it looks and the way that it plays. It's just the human element that I absolutely cannot stand.
There you go. If it wasn't for humans, John would enjoy more things.
I mean, I think that's true for a lot of people, really.
It's a simple line of thought, isn't it? Right, who can I... There we go.
Oh, interesting. I thought you were going to finish the blue dragon off.
No, there's a couple of people who took hits, so...
Oh,
I just want...
Okay.
I think Arthur is the biggest worry. Was that just 3 HP, or did I just... Yeah, 3 hit points.
Yeah,
5.
3 hit points on that one.
Wow. John, sometimes I'm amazed by my own genius. The thing that I'm now wondering is, was it a 200 IQ play on Krill's part to make you eat M&Ms that he knew you'd dislike?
If he knew that I was going to hate those, then fair play to him, because I got outplayed, if that's the case. Because I had no idea. I thought these were going to be really good. Like, I actually said so in our Discord. I'll put the link to that in a sec for anyone who's not aware of that. That the combination of M&M and brownie, 2 things that I really, really like.
Yeah.
So maybe British M&Ms are just bad. M&Ms are probably the only American chocolate that I actually like. All other American chocolate can basically go to hell, frankly. American chocolate is just bad.
The one thing I find weird is at work, the amount of people who get one of the Reese's chocolate bars. Wow. Sorry. Domingo actually hit for exact with freeze level 2.
Nice.
Which was only 7 HP. Is it one of the Reese's chocolates? And whenever I tried it, and it's like the flattest flavor ever, and it's made with like reconstituted cocoa beans. Like,
yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, and it's like, hello, flavor, are you in there? Somebody.
So when you say it like that, all I can think of is like, welcome to Flavor Country, and I'm like, nah, mate. Welcome to obesity country.
Welcome to Flavor Town. It's a ghost town. There's no one in here. I would like to quickly say something about the voice of cards thing. It does weirdly have fan art for people who want to see Rock Lee without his green leotard unitard on. Or was I the only person who thought that?
No, I said exactly the same thing. I'm like, that's Rock Lee. And Austin said it was somebody from .hack. But I've never played this game, so I have no idea.
I've watched some of the anime of .hack.
Okay.
My old housemate was weirdly obsessed with the games, the .hack games, which aren't particularly good RPG games. But
that's what I heard as well, yeah. That's why I never got around to playing them.
The thing that upset
because I heard they just weren't that great.
The thing that upset him the most is he played 1, 2, and 3... And then, because of the scarcity of 4, I am not going to do that. I'm going to wait.
Are we actually making any progress with this, by the way? I feel like this fight is going very slowly.
Yes, we are. Are we making progress? Yes. Is it fast? No.
Okay. All right, as long as we're sure on that. Okay.
All right. Let's start with the horsey boy and see what happens.
I mean, it might be a one-hit kill.
Yeah, it was.
There we go. I seem to remember those guys not being particularly beefy.
Yeah. However, annoying because of range. But yeah, .hack, the 4th .hack game he couldn't get hold of. So he played the first 3, and then weirdly, because of how hard they made it to get that game, they actually re-released it with like weird clauses. Let's see if I can de-soul this guy. Like weird clauses.
Let's go de-soul. Take my energy.
Doesn't
God
work.
damn it, this spell is useless. Who was it in chat that said like D-Soul actually works in this game? You were lying.
Was it Alex? Was it a decoy Alex account? Xylo could be in some trouble here.
Captain Krill saying, I think John approve of slow, methodical playing. I do on occasion. I just felt like, you know, there should have, you know, we should have been making some progress. It just felt like we weren't making any.
I think it's just because of, like, there's so many flying units to the side. Like, whenever you sort of make a little bit of progress, everyone sort of came around to us at that point. Can I...
Yeah.
Bolt them. So, nice. Yeah, it seemed like a little bit of slow motion... Because, like, we're proper filtered in at the end of this map, aren't we? Like, only one person can get through the walls. Those guys can fly.
Captain Krill saying, it was me. It's great on the Blue Dragons.
Yeah. Bird Bones just saying that apparently it has apparently has better percentage hits on dragons and chimeras. Outside of that, it's a waste.
Huh. Why has it got a better hit percentage on those?
Just ask Sega, my dude.
It just seems like a very curious thing to just make it for those particular units, really. But okay, sure.
I mean, Sega likes niche stuff, right? Even back in the 90s.
No, Sega does not like niche stuff anymore, anyway. It likes Yakuza and Total War, and that's about it.
I mean, does it even like Total War?
That's debatable, isn't it?
I mean...
It likes 2 Point Hospital, I know that much.
Well... At least we know it likes 2 Point Hospital via one of our friends. Is calling Craig a friend really true anymore?
I was just going to say that. Like, I haven't spoken to him since high school.
Yeah.
I know that he works for them. I'm jealous that he does. And that's about it. We got Blaze 4. Nice. Is Ilo dead? Whoa. Do you not want to see if he's got, like, a healing seed or something like that?
I mean, I can do that. I think he does.
Yeah. Do you not want to, like, prolong his life?
Well, the issue...
Just an idea.
Well, one of the issues I've got is, as you can see, there's a big column of enemies.
Yeah, but you can't do anything until you get the one at the front. Xylo was never going to hit the one at the front. So, to me, it just seems like prolong the, you know, the amount of turns he's alive.
Yeah. Well, what I was yeah. My theory was maybe if we could try killing off one of the guys near the front, then... I mean, if they want to focus on Domingo, they're going to focus on Domingo.
I'm okay with that. Although this might hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it just do a double? It doubled.
It kind of... It felt like it, yeah.
Because it said, oh, it did 10, and then it went from 10 to 33.
And then he died.
Yeah. Well, it
yeah,
said...
I feel kind of screwed over, to be quite honest.
Yeah. There you go. This will get rid of some of these guys in the way. See, the benefit we've got now with Arthur is that he's got Bolt in magic spells and he's got it on his halberd. Yeah, so I just want it not to say that a crack appears in the weapon.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, is that going to happen?
I want to get rid of this guy and see if
I
can,
you definitely need to.
See if we can... Oh, I was panicking then. There was a little flash. So, John,
yes.
I had a scary moment earlier. When you were preparing for this stream, your daughter came running into that room and started screaming at me. Do you know what she was screaming at me, knowing that I could
heard
hear?
it.
Yeah.
Tell the audience. Tell everybody else.
John's daughter is also now shilling for Game Pass. She come running in and went, "You should get it. It's a great surface." And then out of nowhere, when I was like, "I'm safe now," she come running back in and went, "It's worth every penny," really loud, and then vanished back.
I've never been so proud of her.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to watch. It really was. Tear to my eye. It really.
Credit to your seed, was it?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome to see.
So, yeah.
Wait, are you using a med? Okay.
I'm saving the MP. For
Fair
further,
enough. Okay.
Further up the fight. Right. Is this? I feel the Blue Dragon's more of a threat than like. The other
agree.
Guys.
Since he took out Domingo, I mean, Domingo's our biggest beefy boy.
Yeah.
Like, and he took him out when he was like 2/3 health.
Yeah.
I mean, the jet's running away.
Yeah.
Let's get him! Huh?
Not so fast, little Jubilee.
It's because it's scared of this ninja force we've got in front, this elite attacking squad. I mean, Musashi's now the new Domingo for this.
Yeah, he's just scratching his back, really, isn't he? He's just been massaged.
I mean, you can see how Domingo feels about this whole experience. Musashi is just sort of stood there like, would you rather not? Thanks. I would appreciate it if you just stopped. This is a way... Another Valkyrie straight to the face.
Yep.
So yeah, what were you playing on Game Pass, John? Do you want to... No, that's a bad move, because then it exposes Low to getting attacked.
It does.
Yeah. Let's see if we can have a slapping fight between a werewolf and a skeleton.
Who wins that, by the way? I feel like the skeleton has the advantage, because, like...
Really? He's made of bones. It's like a werewolf... Yeah, it's a dog's favourite treat.
It is, but he's not gonna break the bones, though, is he? I suppose it depends on his biting strength, but...
You know, I imagine pretty strong?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so before we had to do this, I spent some time with my daughter playing some Mighty Goose!
It's the same Goose from Untitled Goose Game, right?
No. I mean, if you put, like, Baymax armor on him, perhaps, because that's how he looks. It's a goose that has, like, arms and legs and carries guns.
Yeah.
And it's basically Metal Slug with a goose.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. I mean, it didn't cost me anything, unless you want to go down the route of all like the whole
Game
like
Pass.
How much does my Game Pass cost? But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It has the really good thing of the you know, the announcer voice that you get when you pick up a machine gun. It goes, machine gun.
Yeah.
Tesla cannon. Mission complete.
Papal is saying, what if Baymax was real? Which fetches up 2 points for me. One, it would have made last Monday better, because he would have been able to diagnose me straight away. Do not crit. Whatever. No. Bad Chimera. And secondly, I noticed that Disney have released another film, which is basically, what if Baymax was your best mate? I don't know if you've seen this film advertised.
No, I haven't.
It's I think the film's called Ron Went Wrong.
What?
Look it up.
Oh, it's not actually Baymax. It's not actually Baymax.
No. But
it's basically the same concept, though.
Yeah, it's a friendly, squishy, like, it's imagine if an iPad was like some kind of robot who was your friend.
You can't say that either about Disney either, because there's the whole like What If series that's going on right now. Yeah. Which you won't have seen any of, but it's up and down, let's say. There's some good episodes and some bad episodes, and that's a great double attack, by the way.
I'll take it. I believe that the What If episodes, I love the analysis when people they've reconnected the two timelines and all this stuff.
And it's stories that were made like in comic book form like 20 or 30 years ago.
Like a lot.
Yeah, I know, it's funny, isn't it? Like a lot of Marvel fans like not really understanding that most of this stuff's already been like hashed out like decades ago.
Yeah.
It's just that it's new to them, so they feel like, oh, this is all new stuff, obviously. Wow, how did they come up with all these storylines in such a short amount of time, Gareth?
I know, right? But it's like when you get people like me. My cousin really likes comic books and comic book movies, but he didn't read as much stuff as me. So when we used to go to the Marvel movies, he used to ask me my opinions on stuff, and like he obviously had the links that he knew about, and then he'd be like, well, what do you think about this? I was like, I think it's interesting because like there's this comic book run or that comic book run, and you know they could tie it together there, or you know it allows for like them to do a variance on this theme.
Gareth, can I make a suggestion?
I'm listening.
You're in a pretty commanding position right now. I figured maybe saving Tao's MP would be good.
Right.
And just have her physically hit the jet.
But hang on, let me just check the map, because I just don't want her to come out of this space and have the Colossus.
Well, I know I know that they're floating units and everything, but I don't think they can move that far.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think Tao's going to do a lot of damage to the jet.
No, but she's still going to gain XP from it.
Okay.
Which, I mean, she got Blaze 4 now. I mean, she doesn't really need to gain that many more levels, so...
I mean, the HP and MP would be nice.
Yes, definitely.
Sorry,
you were saying?
So yeah, like, it was always fun to have those discussions with my cousin to see how things would go, or, like, get that bounce of opinions, because, like, we obviously had different, like, Marvel characters. You know what? Let's hope we don't get a crack in the halberd.
Yeah, you've still got 2 more fights after this one, haven't you? So...
Well, after this, I think a couple of these fights we can aggress. There you go, a crack appears.
Fine cracks appear. Alright. Don't use it again.
Use it again, you say?
Oh, yes.
So yeah, like, I've not watched the What Ifs, but I've watched, like, catch-up stuff on it, just so, like, I'm aware of it. As I was saying, like, the last time we streamed, I've reached the point with some of the Marvel stuff where I'm not in the mood to have to watch it all. If that makes sense.
That's fine. That's fine. Like I said, some of them are good and some of them aren't.
Sorry, Captain Krill, there's a break after this where you don't need to aggress. I'm trying to work out whether he means we can aggress. No,
he probably means that you can just walk out.
Yeah.
Which would be great, because then you can go and fix the halberd.
Yeah. So yeah, Hal the Bard. There you go, John. That's your next D&D character, because you love a bard.
I'd like to play, if we do some D&D in the future, which, considering our audience, seems likely.
Yeah.
I would like to be an evil character, actually.
To match how you are in reality. I understand.
Naturally, yes. No, I feel like I've always tried to be the paragon.
Yeah.
When I play games, and I wanna, you know, how does Guns miss that?
How do you miss with the
I'd like
knee
to
press?
broaden my horizons a little bit, so you know.
All I can think of is, have you seen the Meerkat advert in the UK where it's like, I've enlisted a crack team of minds to help you save money, and it turns out they're all like evil villain geniuses.
I have no, I don't really watch TV anymore, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Sorry.
John just watches Game Pass.
No. I saw like a really horrible TikTok today. It's one of those TikToks that migrates over to Twitter,
right.
And it was somebody in I think it was a Sainsbury's, like a Sainsbury's Express, you know, one of the small ones. So a Sainsbury's, for those of you who don't know, is like a shopping mart, and it's one of these small ones. It's like a 911 or something like that. And they have like this bakery area where there's fresh goods over here. Oh, and they had the camera just like peeking out onto the fresh goods, and there was rats in the fresh goods. I showed it to somebody, and they went, "Oh well, at least you're getting free raisins in your croissant, then, aren't you?" I was just like, God. It makes me think. It makes me think all the times that I've just like picked fresh goods out of the bakery at my local Lidl without thinking, without checking the food. I just assumed it was okay. I'm going to check it from now on, because that's disgusting.
So, one of the companies I used to work for, the Depot...
Oh, you're right, Captain Krill. Yeah, 7-Eleven, not 9/11. Sorry. Yes. Slightly different. I showed my international ignorance there. I'm sorry.
So, how do I describe the situation? One of the companies I worked for, they used to, like, sell heavily discount. The name of the shop gave away. They sold heavily discounted alcoholic beverages. At maybe like a bargain price. I don't know if that helps John understand which company I'm on about.
Yep.
And we discovered that their warehouse was literally all the alcohol and everything, because they were like, oh, well, it's in boxes and wraps. Their warehouse was literally just a yard, an external yard, And there was no roof, no cover.
Okay.
And you used to... So, like, today's weather in the UK has been nuts, where it's been like, here's an absolute torrential downpour. But now, let's have, like, half an hour of, like, ridiculous sunshine.
Yeah, it's been awkward.
Oh, we've got... Hang on, sorry. Talking about awkward. I think we've got to go all the way to the left. Oh, yeah, we're going left. And seeing if we can make them come to us.
Yeah.
We discovered
Apparently
this.
we're gonna have snow, by the way, this month.
You may get snow. I will not get snow.
No, that's true.
Because of the joys of our coastal position.
Yeah.
What's that? No. I believe there is...
No, that's all down for us.
Because all of those are owned by Facebook, aren't they? My girlfriend described it as the Facebookosphere. So yeah.
Does it have anything to do with the whole... Sorry, I'm completely derailing your thing, Gareth.
No, that's
Does it have
fine.
anything to do with
Skynet?
No, not Skynet. There was I think it's called the Paradise Papers that came out like a couple of days ago. Did you hear about this?
No, but I'm listening.
So it's basically all the journalistic companies like Private Eye and the BBC and things like that. They collaborated over the entire world to put together like all basically all the dirt that they found out about all the schemes that the mega rich people were doing. And it all boils down to basically the mega rich people are buying a bunch of houses in other countries, and they're doing that to hide all their wealth.
That sounds like rich people's. That I don't know if you've ever heard of this. Have you heard about the amount of houses in the UK that are owned in London, particularly that are owned by Russians?
Yeah, I have heard this. That basically, in particular parts of London, nobody lives there. It's just like a ghost. It's not literally a ghost town, but it might as well be because there's just nobody there.
They're all owned by Russian millionaires who never use them, basically, and it's just crazy, basically.
It's not just here though; it's like everywhere in the world. That it's the old adage that bricks and mortar are the best way to invest.
Yeah,
and it's true.
There was something that randomly my Instagram was like, here's loads of aspirational rich people stuff, and I was like, you don't know me very well, do you? And it was
Captain Krill doing some fact checking here, by the way, saying the Pandora Papers is what it was called.
Yeah.
It was a sequel to the Panama Papers. The Paradise Papers came out in 2025.
Which is yet to happen, for those who can
that's
do
in
math.
the future. Captain Krill, are you a time traveler?
He's actually...
You kind of...
Him and Keanu
you kind of like let
Reeves.
yourself go. So...
So, god damn it.
Damn.
So yeah, there was a guy and he was doing one of these talks, and I think he was a programmer of some description, and he was like, he was like, has anyone got any questions? He's like, oh, tell me how to get rich like you so I don't have to go to the office. And the guy was like, right, it's absolute BS, because he's like, oh, I want to be on the beach and earning money. He's like, right, if you want to do that, there's only two passive ways you can do that. And that is, you have stocks, or you, hang on, that feels better. You have stocks, or you own property and you rent out the property.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no such thing as, like, passive income unless you're using that.
Well, yeah. I mean, offshore, like, accounts can definitely help with that, I would imagine. Oh my god, can somebody hit this guy, please?
I was about to say stop or my mom will shoot, for some random reason.
Nuh-uh. By the way, I
were talking
completely
about
derailed
that
your...
Yeah,
the whole, like... There we go! Damn.
Pele for all of his marbles.
You were talking about, the place outside, the yard.
Yeah.
Who was storing all the stuff.
And we discovered once that we got a delivery, and because of all the cardboard of the wine had warped and disintegrated, the guys in the trucks didn't give a toss.
No, of course not. They're not getting paid enough to care.
Yeah. Well, they're not even part of that company. They were all, like, third party.
Oh, nice.
So they were just basically paid.
They really didn't care.
Yeah. So they were like flat rate, and they got paid. And at no point did they realise that everything had smashed in the back of the lorry.
Nice.
First a milk hut, now a wine field, according to Krill. I love to wine. It's a very British pastime.
True. And
yeah, it was nuts that this... Can I get another use out of this white ring? I want
it. Will it break?
It does break.
Okay. I mean, didn't it regain like? Oh, that was good. I was expecting it to be like a paltry 3 hit points or something.
I don't know if it runs on a percentage at all. I've not been to the milk hut. I was meant to go this Sunday. I was meant to go up north and visit, and unfortunately,
what's the milk hut?
It's where I acquire my delightful giant milks.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, you did mention that before. I'd forgotten. Sorry.
Last week they were advertising that they had a fish and chip van there as well next to the milk hut.
Ooh. You can't get fish and chips anywhere else.
Well, not in the nearby vicinity to the milk hut. No.
I mean, yeah, it would be suicidal to put a mobile fish and chip place there if you could get it elsewhere, wouldn't it? So
there is a gentleman by the name of Roy who makes ice creams near this milk hut.
Sure.
And I'm really curious. Well, his business is called. I'm sure you'll never guess that it's called Roy's Ice Cream.
Roy's Ice Cream. Wow. Call me Darren Brown, because flipping heck, I just read your mind.
So yeah. There we go. I'm wondering if we have to kill all 3 of these.
Maybe somebody in chat can tell me, but what's the deal with Colossus, by the way? I feel like there's been no preamble. Like, he's just appeared, and he's here to fight. He's here to, kick butt and take names. And we've never heard of him before.
Yeah. I mean,
is
Nova heard of him.
I mean, Nova hears many things. He's usually in the HQ smoking up a storm. So, I mean, that's not really surprising.
There you go. The other thing that's kind of annoying with Colossus is that he's sort of dancing around being hit by everyone. Only the magical Pele. I don't even think the GBA fixes this storyline. I think he's just the guardian of the ancient city. He's literally the door.
But they don't make any attempt to actually tell us this. We're just I am here. I'm going to kill you. Let's fight.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Maybe I was asking too much. Do you want to set? No, never mind.
Do I want what? I was
going to say, do you want to set up? No, I was going to say, did you want to set Musashi up for the third guy on the other side? But
I don't think he'd have made it past.
Do you win if it?
I don't think so. Wow.
Did you see that?
Good hit, man.
Solid. We take those. We take it. That. This is.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, he obviously needs to go to the gym a little bit more. He's hit the books. He knows the spells. Yeah. He just has the arms of a noodle.
That sounds very much like me giving my son a pep talk the other day. Oscar
you said your son has noodle arms.
Yes.
And that's a pep talk, is it?
He was like, "Oh, don't you not think I'm strong?" And I went, "With these noodle arms, comparatively, yes."
Just use the Chaos Breaker, dude. It won't miss.
No, I just pressed the button as you said it. But then again, neither will Grumps. He did the twirly baton of power. There you go.
Oh, Dark Dragon will something you.
Yeah. You've destroyed Colossus, but where is Dark Soul? And there goes his stone body.
His stone body.
Yeah. His sword body. So, with me quickly joking about stop or my mum will shoot, did I send you the thing where Sly Stallone, because Arnie had recently done an interview, and
did, yeah.
Joke, and he was on about how he tricked him into it, And
well, I always thought of Sly Stallone as being quite magnanimous, whereas Arnold Schwarzenegger has always been more Hollywood in his approach to others, let's say.
Yeah. Well, he quickly mentioned, jokingly, he was like, oh, well, I write and you don't. And he's like, I've wrote a story and I've got my agent to contact you. It's called Stop, or my grandma will kick your ass. And he's like, I'm refusing anyone else